Hello everyone, welcome back again to our channel Coders Arcade. Guys, there is a very good news for you. From this series, we will be starting with a new tutorial in Java, which is file handling in Java. Okay, so we'll be learning lots of new topics like creating a folder, creating multiple folders, creating files, creating multiple files, deleting files and folders, and also how to read and write data from a file and into a file. Okay, so we'll be learning lots of important concepts here. And before starting this playlist or the series, I would like to request all of our audience and those who have not subscribed to our channel to please like and share our videos with your friends and family. And also, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon if you really like the content that we are bringing forward to you. Okay, because that really motivates us to create more content for you and bring more better content to you. Okay, so and at the same time, thanks for your support. I hope you will be supporting us in future. Okay, so as I said, this will be the first part of file handling in Java, and here we will be learning how to create a single folder and also multiple folders. Fine, so let's get started. I have already created you can see here I have already created a new project, file handling in Java, for you guys. Okay, so we will see how to write a code to create files, create folders, and so on and so forth. But before that, I want to just give you a brief idea of how to do it through the command line. Okay, so that we can get used to the commands which we use. So let us do one thing. Let us go to our command prompt, and side by side, what I want to do is I want to show you physically how the commands are actually working in a particular drive. Okay, so what I do, I am actually opening my D drive. Here I want to switch manually to a machine learning folder that I already have here. You can see, right? So here I will show you how we can create folders and some files inside a particular directory by using some command line codes or commands. Okay, so here I am in my terminal. You can see here what I do. I will just have to first go to my particular directory, which is inside D drive machine learning. Correct. So first of all, what I say is I will just say D and colon, which will actually take my control to that particular drive, which is my D drive. Okay, so I'll press enter. You can see I am right now inside my D drive. So in order to go into that folder called machine learning, I will just say CD, that means change directory, and I will press, first I will say MA and just press tab to give the suggestion or auto complete our code. Okay, if you see here, I already have a folder called machine learning, which is open actually here in this side. You can see, right? So I will just press enter here. Okay, so right now I'm inside my machine learning folder. Now, as I said, I want to create a new folder inside this particular directory. So what I do, I have a very good command in the command prompt, which is mkdir. Okay, so I will say mkdir, which is for make directory, and now I want to give the folder name or the directory name. So I will say Saurabh. Okay, and press enter. Now, if you see here, guys, automatically the Saurabh folder has been created. Okay, by a command. Now, what we do, I will just say cd inside that particular folder. And if I press tab, it will auto complete, and let me press enter. Okay, so currently we are inside the Saurabh folder. Let me do one thing. Let me open this folder manually here, and let's see. We have this empty, right? There is nothing inside that. Let us go one step back, or let me be here like this. No problem at all. Now, if you want to create a new file, there are many commands, but this is one of the good commands. You can say echo dot, and then you can use the greater than symbol. After that, you can use the name of the file. I will say suppose demo.txt. The extension is important, guys. You have to remember that. Now what I will do, I will just press enter. And you can see I have got this demo.txt file created, right? Now, if you want to delete this file, you can just say del command space the file name.txt. I will just say demo on tab. You can see I'm getting auto suggestions, and I will press enter. You can see guys, it has been deleted. Now suppose imagine you want to delete that particular folder Saurabh that has been created. So I cannot do it inside this particular folder. Okay, I have to go one step backward or out of that particular folder. So I will say cd dot dot. That means go one folder outside. I'll press enter. Now I am inside machine learning. You can see here, right? Now what I will do is I will say there is a very good command to delete a particular directory. You can say rmdir space the directory name. I will say S and press tab. You can see I'm getting the suggestion Saurabh. And let me just go back here manually one step back and let me show you this folder is there currently. I will just press enter here and you can see automatically the folder Saurabh has been deleted. Okay, there are lots of other commands and I will just clear the screen and I will just exit. Okay, this was a simple idea of doing it using the command line. Okay, now I will show you code in Java which will help you to create folders and create files and so on and so forth. Okay, so I will just exit this and let me close this folder as well. And now we are inside our project that we have created. Okay, now inside the source folder, I will just create a new package called com.codersarkit. Okay, and here I will say new package again. Inside that I will say file handling. Okay, and let this H be capital V. Fine. So inside this we'll create multiple classes. So first one that I want to show you is how to create a particular folder. Okay, create folder. I'm keeping the class name same as the topic that we are going to cover so that you can understand and relate properly. Okay, so create folder will be the name of the class. Let me press enter and okay, the class has been created. Now what I want to do is inside my current project I want to create a particular folder. Okay, so first of all let me have the main function. Now so that's our target, right? As I said, inside my project file handling in Java I want to create a particular folder, not by right clicking here but by doing it with the help of a code, a Java code. Okay, so one of the most important classes in Java is the file class, which helps us to create files and folders and also interact with lots of other things. Okay, so I will use the file class. You can see here it is there in java.io package. I will say folder is equal to new file, and inside this constructor we have to pass the path name. Okay, so for the time being, there are two paths that you need to remember, guys. So what I will do is I will take a multi-line comment, and there are two paths, as I said. One is called the absolute path, which actually comes from the root directory. Okay, and there is something called the relative path. Sorry, relative path. Okay, this one is actually a very short one, shortcut path, and it really saves a lot of time. Okay, I will show you both of them how to use it. And in the relative path we use the dot, or actually it is also known as the period. Okay, it depends on where you are. We can also call it a full stop or a period. Okay, and dot actually means the current directory. I will talk about that, don't worry. Now inside this constructor we have to pass the path where we want to actually create the folder. Okay, so I will just say double quotes. You can see I'm getting the suggestion called path name. So currently I want to create it inside my file handling in Java project. So right click, I will say copy path. Okay, and you can see I have the option of absolute path. Okay, as I said, absolute path is actually coming from the root directory wherever my project belongs. So as you can see here, it belongs to D idea projects file handling in Java. Okay, so if I click on this now, if I just simply paste it here, you can see I have got a very big path, D idea projects file handling in Java. And guys, please make sure you copy and paste the path inside double quotes, because let me show you what happens if I don't do it in double quotes. Okay, so if I directly paste it like this, see, it will throw an error like this. So again, you have to manually put the same double quotes. So rather than that, you just copy and paste the path inside the double quotes. Okay, that's a better practice. Now then, as I said, inside this particular project, I want to create a new folder. Say I will do like this. Then after this file handling in Java folder, I will say double backward slash, and then I will say coders arcade. Fine. Okay. So this here is actually called the absolute path. Fine. Now, as we already saw in the command line, that same command we are going to use here in a if else statement. Okay. If I will say folder dot mkdir, this is the command for creating a folder. I will just say s out folder, plus if you want to get the name of that folder created, you can say folder dot get name, plus I will give a space and I will say created successfully. Okay. Or else in the else block, I will simply say s out. Imagine that the folder already exists. I will say folder already exists. Fine. Now, let me just zoom it a little bit so that you can view this, and let me do one thing. Okay. Now I hope it's visible to you guys. Fine. So I will again repeat the steps that we have done here. We create the file object, and just because I'm creating a folder, I'm saying folder equal to new constructor, then here we have to give it the path name. Okay, so till here is actually the path to this particular project, file handling in Java. After that, I am creating a folder called coders arcade. Okay, this is the actual name of the folder. This can be anything that you want. Okay, now after that, we are checking with the if condition. If folder.mkdir, that means if folder has been created, I will say folder created. And if you want to get the name, we have the option or method called get name. Okay. After that, if it is not created, then I will say folder already exists. Fine. So now let's see if we are able to do it or not. Let me run this. Okay, guys, you can see here folder created successfully. Fine. And automatically you can see here we have the coders arcade folder. Okay, let me just manually delete this for the time being. I will show you how to delete it with a code, but let me delete this. And now you can see it's not there. Now let me run this again, and let's see, focus here, okay, on the screen. So let me run this again. And guys, you can see coders arcade folder has been created. Okay, so guys, this is one of the most important concepts, file handling in Java, which is very required when you are actually going for an interview as a Java developer. Fine. So here I showed you how to create a single folder. Now let us try to see how to create multiple folders. Okay, so inside this coders arcade folder, I want to create 3 or 4 particular folders with particular names. So let's try to do that. Okay. And here I will also show you how to use the relative path with the period or the full stop. Okay. So let me close this and let's go and create another class here. Create multiple folders, or let me not write that, because create folders in a sense explains that all, right? Like we want to create particular folders or multiple folders, something like that. Okay, fine. So in the main function, I will take a string array, folder names equal to, let me take the names of my colleagues, say Ashank, comma Nikhil, say Chandan. Fine. These are the names of some of my colleagues which I have written here, and based on that what I want to do is I want to create folder names with these respective names, and that too inside the coders arcade folder that I created just now. Okay. So for that, let me just decide a path. So I will say string path is equal to. So here I will be showing you the relative path. Okay, guys. So please understand what I'm trying to do here. Okay. So dot means the current directory. That means file handling in Java, this particular folder. Okay. After that, if I say forward slash, that means we are going one step inside that particular folder. Okay. So here I have coders arcade. This is the name of my folder that I have already here. Okay. Okay, fine. And now you have to understand one more thing. Because I want to create the folders inside this particular folder, I will say one more forward slash like this. Okay. So that will be my path. Inside that, I want to create something like this: Coders Arcade, Ashank, then Nikhil, then Chandan. Fine. So one of my tasks is done. So simple as that. What we can do is now we can use a for loop or a for each loop also. Okay, the enhanced for loop. I can simply say for, say, string folder name inside folder names. So I am dynamically going inside this folder names array with the help of my for each loop. Now what I want to do is I want to create a folder, correct? So I will just say file folder is equal to new file. Here I have to give the path. So it will be something like this: my path plus the folder name that I'm actually getting from this particular array, right? So it will be something like this: Coders Arcade slash Ashank, then Coders Arcade slash Nikhil, then Coders Arcade slash Chandan. Okay, fine. After that, let us write the if else conditions. If already we know the command, right? So folder dot mkdir, I will say s out folder plus folder dot get name plus I will just say created, and in the else block I will simply say failed to create the folder. Okay. Now guys, for the timing, you can see inside Coders Arcade we have nothing. Let's try to run this and check. Okay. And I have used enhanced for loop. You guys can use the traditional for loop also. Okay. So in that case, I will simply try to tell you how the for loop will look like. Before that, let me just run this and see if we are able to create that or not. Okay. I click and run. Okay guys, you can see folder Ashank created, folder Nikhil created, and folder Chandan created. And if you see here, we have successfully created Ashank, Chandan, and Nikhil, three different folders. And even if we have Ashank, Nikhil, and Chandan here, it is actually followed in alphabetical order, right? So it is displaying like this. Don't have to worry about that. Okay. So successfully you have created multiple folders inside a particular folder. Okay. So guys, isn't this great? We have learned something very important here, right? So right now you don't have to right click and create a new folder. You can write a Java code and create your own folders. Okay. So as I was telling, you can use the traditional for loop also like this: for int I equal to 0, I less than, here you have to catch the length of that array, then you have to say I plus plus. Okay, after that you have to write your condition like this. Okay, so this will be the traditional for loop. I also like using that, but I wanted to show you how to use the enhanced for loop also. Okay, so I hope you have understood this. This is how you can create a single folder also and create multiple folders also. In the next part, I will be showing you how to delete the folder and how to delete multiple folders. Okay, so If you guys like this video, guys, please don't forget to like and share this video with your friends and family. And also at the same time, if you really like the content, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, because that really motivates me to create more content for you. Okay. And thank you for your support. So till the next time, till the next part of this series, I'm signing off. Thank you and happy learning. Bye bye.